Then let me ask you this. Do we have a baddie in the bright lights this week?
Oh, well, we're going to keep this going. Okay. Well, you know, I have a very special baddie.
I'm feeling like this one's going to be an annoying lady.
Oh, you had to try to shoot down.
Okay, an annoying dude, whatever floats your boat.
Okay, well, you know, since we're not being judgmental. We're not being judgmental. We're all baddie.
I'm very much bright lights.
Our baddie in the bright lights this week has been
Sarah Palin.
No, she's been an honorable mention previously, but never was able to make the baddie segment, and there was a reason for that. But tonight, because of what's going on and what we've been talking about, our baddie in the bright lights tonight is going to be Candace Owens. Okay. Ooh. Now, I'm not going to bring up no pictures because I'm not going to give Bravo an opportunity to just take shots at her physical, because that's not what we're here to talk about.
We wanted to take shots at her. Like, this is the first episode we have a baddie. We're not showing pictures.
Oh, I have pictures. But that's
trying to protect her from me.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to protect her from you.
She got her peoples.
And Brix and Bravo, if y'all gentlemen, if y'all will allow me to make the point.
I quit.
Look, I promise this. Put up a picture of her. I promise not to say her eyes.
This is what we do.
She look like E.T. I'm not gonna say that.
Right. I'm not doing it. I refuse to allow you to do anything negative when it comes to speaking about my booski.
Okay, well, Bravo.
Do you know what she's going through right now?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. It is well deserved.
And you know what?
As woman received,
okay. Hold on. We said we're going to have a healthy debate tonight.
Man, hold up, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what's up?
This is the main event of
we hear
the
nothing.
evening. And now, live, it's time!
So, all right, I'll give you a brief moment to bask, okay? If you can handle it. Just for a moment, okay? Now, since we're talking about Candace Owens, and one of the reasons why Bravo understood that I didn't want to bring her up here is because I felt like I needed to protect her from Bravo. I know that sounds crazy, right? But I wanted to talk about her situation because Bravo sent me a very interesting, like, what was it? A clip you sent me the other day?
No, with the clip, it was right off of her Twitter feed.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about her Twitter feed, she had put, I know I saved this thing.
That's
Here
what
it
she
is.
said.
I got you. Bring it up. So she basically had this tweet that came up, and somebody had said that, you know, they didn't recall anybody getting this upset when she was dunking on blacks. It's basically because Candace Owens has recently gotten canceled, demonetized, and a whole bunch of stuff. And we're about to get right into that. But I needed to start with this because this is what was sent to me to like bug me because they know that I respect and love me some Candace Owens. I don't agree with the woman 100%, but I just think that that's a better look than what we're dealing with in the mainstream. That's all I'm saying. So nonetheless, her response to that was no, that was always allowed and encouraged, right? So I'm not really sure what Bravo's initial take was on this post, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. So since you sent it to me, when you were sending that to me and you wanted me to come get my girl, as you said, what was it that you pulled from that post that made you say that?
Quiet part out loud.
Okay. And so you would think that this would get her in trouble, right?
No. It's already out there. That was August 19th. That's been out there. So I'm just trying to get you. It's kind of like if you see your man's like all of a sudden, like you and your man's ain't hung out in a while, and then you go and y'all like, let's meet up at the bar, right? You meet him at the bar. Dude just looks disheveled and has a black eye. He'd be like, yo, what's going on? Like, yeah, I got into it with my girl. You know what I mean? She's beating on me again, but I love her though. I love her though. That's the relationship I think you have with Wide Eyes.
Okay. Well, I don't think that you've really explored my relationship with her then. if that's how you feel. Because I'm going to be 100% honest. She recently got demonetized over a video that she shot 2 years ago that happened to air with her and Kanye talking. And this is right after she got into it with this Rabbi Schmoly guy.
Oh, this is around the time she was out there with Kanye wearing the White Lives Matter shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. So she recently got into it with this Rabbi Schmoly guy. And now all of a sudden, the video, they gave her 3 strikes and you're out when it comes to YouTube, at least for the next few months.
Good. And continue.
I don't understand why you would consider that to be good. When you just said that the reason why you thought that post was interesting is because she's saying the quiet part out loud.
The problem I'm having is just in general internet, and she just happens to be the victim of it or suffering from it as well, is the fact that everybody on all sides of the fence, there has been an increasing amount or decreasing amount of accountability for the shit you say. People can say anything about anything at any time, and there's almost no repercussions nowadays. Anybody can say anything at any time, and somebody's going to believe them on that.
Wait a minute. No, I don't know about her. That. This is cancel culture, period.
Right.
Yeah,
and we're about to get into it, but I got to...
I mean... They hear it. I hear that being said way more than I see it being enacted. You know what I'm saying? I see that. I didn't feel bad when she got banned or demonetized or whatever. I felt the same way, like when Sam Jackson got shot in Django. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Because she has been kicking her own so long, her own kind of people for so long. She finally bit the hand that fed her because the person that was paying her over there on a Daily Wire was the little Jewish guy. You know what I mean? She bit the hand that fed her, and now she's a free agent. Okay. And so that's what happens to you. See, you can't go around picking all the people who are supporting you. You can't do that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to digress,
loyal, bro.
No, I'm going to digress just a little bit because I don't feel the same way you do when it comes to Candace Owens and her content.
A whole lot of black people do.
And a whole lot of black people don't. So some of us don't have to agree with you. Some of us would rather.
No, you don't.
Some of us would rather hear someone with an objective opinion than somebody just going along with the status quo of what the mainstream media is allowing people to say, allowing us to go and study and fact check for ourselves and not be sitting here just getting the cookie cutter stuff. I appreciate the fact that this woman exists. And here's my issue. Her recent thing with Rabbi Schmoly, which I'm getting ready to play, just a small clip so you can hear it, on Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan literally came to her defense because this man was just attacking her. And this is where my issue is. You may or may not like what this woman says, but that is a young, smart black woman who was out here trying to speak some truth that if you check these facts, you will find some things that she's not lying about. And what we're not doing is nobody's coming to her aid to protect her. That's my whole point. So if we're talking about, wait a second, please don't cut me off on this one. Let me make my point. So if we're talking about protecting the interest of the First Amendment, we're talking about protecting black women, we're talking about protecting whomever's not out here doing the ratchet bullshit that we're trying to purge. Why aren't we able to protect Candace? I haven't heard you say not one thing that she's actually said or done that really has hurt you. But what I can say is that I'm watching. Wait a second. We don't need to
do. She calls us super predators. She actually was using that. The fact that she says that we are more likely to commit crimes and hurt people. She says we bring down property values.
But we do. So what's the problem? That's not her problem.
No, because it's way more nuanced than perpetuating stereotypes.
But that's not what
it doesn't serve her interest to have a nuanced argument on it.
I hear what you're saying.
Things, now she has to pay the piper.
But she doesn't have to pay the piper. She said it about you, and that's what that post was about. Nobody was canceling her when she was calling out nigga shit. You see what I'm saying? But now we have the nerve to be upset that she said something about somebody else's crew and they cancel her.
Who was it?
We should be
upset about that.
Who was it? Because I've always been on that side.
But what I'm saying is this.
I've said it. Listen, I've been saying it since the beginning. Ever since you first told me that she was Jabuski, I've been saying, that's a disloyal, backbiting.
Then tell me what is disloyal.
Plenty of smart, interesting, well-read Black women out there. Speak about them. Joy Davis, Yamiche Alcindor, a whole bunch of folks out there that spit facts and actually dive into the nuance of why things are bad and why things are good. Instead of just sitting there spitting out and dancing for massa and saying things on their channels to make us look bad.
I don't agree. Because if Candace Owens is Black, she's speaking of something that she represents. She's not speaking of another culture. Where she went wrong was just like you said. She spoke of another culture to which she was not part of, and that's where the problem is. So that doesn't mean
that's not it. You're missing my point. But I'm saying that she has been wrong the whole time.
She's not wrong, man. Because you're not going to tell me that. So. No. It's not about belief.
Yes.
The same statistics that she cites are the same ones I can look up. So if you want to ask me if Black people are disproportionately more this or more that, the same shit she's saying, I can see the same thing. So to me, she's just saying what I already know. So she's not offending me. She's just saying it. And then people don't want to hear it.
You have to realize why she is saying it and what her shtick is.
But
why they gave her the platform to do it. She's the one to make the rest of the whole ilk look bad. And because they can't say it, they let her say it.
Look bad.
Mm. Yes. That would technically be the definition of shucking and jiving.
Correct.
Okay. But is it shucking and jiving?
For years, bro.
Is it though?
Yes.
Is it though?
Yes.
So now that she's talking about another crew.
What is she doing to help?
What is she doing to help? What is she doing to hurt? What is she doing to hurt?
She's calling out all these issues and stuff. Well, what is she doing? She's married to this dude. She's married to old money and hanging out with Tate.
Okay. You're not worried about who Kamala Harris is married to, so why are we worried about who Candace is married to? She's not even running for president.
Look, I do. I know about it.
And I don't mean you. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about people in general, because we're making this general Black people statement. But if you want to be honest, we're three guys, right?
Right.
Each of us represents a part of the populace. So you cannot tell me that there are not Black people who like Candace Owens, because I do. So that means there's more than one. So you can't make, but that's what you said.
Saying that she is a disloyal, sand dancing, shucking, jiving person.
And you can feel that way. And you can feel that way. But for me, where my issue is, I don't appreciate the way that some of these people are talking about this Black woman. I don't like it.
Well, why are you white knighting for her?
I'm not white knighting for her. I'm white knighting for the fact that I have a daughter, I have a mother, I have Black women in my life who, if they were her, and I didn't agree with them 100%, but that was my sister or my cousin, I would be defending. So why do we, because I don't know her, I can't say, you know what, you don't need to talk to that woman like that. You don't need to act like that. You don't need to say that.
She put herself in the public square and says the things that she says, so now she's open for scrutiny. That's anybody.
What I'm saying is, if it was someone, I'm not white knighting. I'm not white knighting at all, because right now, all I'm saying is
the definition of protecting white knighting, because you did say protecting.
I said protecting.
So I'm saying I don't know how the term white knighting is that
That means a person that's riding in to protect somebody that they feel is being
but it's not a disrespectful term. I don't want him to feel disrespected.
Right. But what I'm saying is there should not be an issue with black men like myself not only somewhat agreeing with a Candace Owens, but coming to her defense when she's being attacked with lies and misquotes. The same way they protect when somebody misquotes Trump or when they misquote somebody else. Why not? Where's the cry for that for her? She's not really killing nobody. Like, if you really watch her content, what's she really doing? I don't watch some stuff.
She's being a mouthpiece.
Man, you don't watch the content, yo. You don't watch the content, man.
I don't watch the content. That's the only reason why I know what I'm talking about.
You might have watched that Daily Wire bullshit she was doing, which was all that stuff you're talking about.
I think you just hit the nail on the head just now.
What's
when
that?
You say Haze, when you said you watched that Daily Wire BS.
Yes.
And I think
that was not what she's been doing since she came away from it.
Now, I'm glad you said that, because I think that's where your problem is. All of these people that are not coming to their rescue are just like people with Kevin Samuels that are just now seeing, okay, well, maybe he wasn't awesome. But they saw that. And from that, they said, well, we are no longer watching your future content. So when they hear something is demonetized or they don't rock with her anymore, that is why nobody's coming to her defense like that. Or maybe there are people, but for the masses, it's like, if I saw you unalive somebody, I'm not supporting you a couple months down the road. To me, you're a killer.
Okay. Well,
she put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
The same thing can be said for Tucker Carlson. The same thing can be said for Tucker Carlson. When he first came out and he's wearing a bow tie, he was on CNN and MSNBC, and he was saying some good factual items. But then when he saw that the checks on that side with the inflammatory stuff was starting to pay, he started doing the dance too. He literally was just sending out stuff talking about in Russian grocery stores. I don't know what they're talking about.
Blame Kanye West.
My whole thing is that she's been chasing this check and will do anything for it. And I know, and I see it. I've seen it, because when she first came out, I did rock with her, but she has changed and has been doing the dance for the last 6-7 years.
I tell you what, though, I bet you she identifying with black folks now.
Yeah, she been had her wake up moment.
Now, in your defense, Haze, I was watching her show in the last 3 months. I'd see pieces of it. And it really wasn't that bad. It was very different. It wasn't what it used to be.
Right. And I'm trying to say, if you watch what she's been doing and you understand what just happened,
but it's black folks ain't like that, man. Once you in the shit house, if you start doing anything that black folks like, they're like, oh, now you doing the same shit for us. Like,
but I just want you to understand that not all black folks don't like her.
No. So and when I say black folks, I'm saying stereotypical black folks. Yeah,
and they can have that. Yeah. But there's some of us out here that like, yo, you're not going to talk to this woman like that. You're not going to disrespect her like that.
If everybody can have their own opinion and everybody can have their own side of whatever, let them have it. You don't need to defend this one.
But I'm not defending her individually.
You sure about that?
No. You got to understand, man. We're on YouTube.
Well, he did say my daughter, my aunt, my mother, grandmother.
But those lovely women aren't saying the things that she's saying, and they're not doing the switch up like she's been doing.
No, you're not taking into consideration what he just said. He said she's not doing those things that she may have been doing before. He said, and that's why he said, now I'm riding for her, because her message is a lot more positive and directed towards upliftment of our people.
But it's not now, though. It's always been.
No, but you put in that clip that you sent me.
Yes.
When she said, as a response to that person saying, we didn't see her getting in trouble when she was talking all that stuff about black people. Mm-hmm. And her response was, it was encouraged and it was allowed. That was by Daily Wire. So we know that maybe she didn't 100% feel like that. How many artists, rap artists, promote and say certain things in their music that they may not 100% agree with, but they know it's going to get them up the ladder so that they can do their own thing later.
It wasn't just Daily Wire, man. It wasn't just Daily Wire. Because I remember watching her on Fox News. Because I do watch Fox News. Because I need to know what the other side is thinking. And she was on there doing the same, shucking the job on that side too.
Okay. Well, let me get to my Piers Morgan clip, because I just want y'all to understand there is a segment of the population that is paying attention to this woman, and she just got shut down. And I'll explain that in a second.
Well, after this, we got to go because we've gone over our time.
We'll do it. We'll do that. Because that's what I wanted to talk about today anyway. I want to talk about my bullshit. They cancel my bullshit.
White Knight.
So nonetheless, this is how
tell you what, now that she's been talking about positive stuff, she has looked somewhat more attractive. I won't give her that.
Well, she got into a debate with this guy, Rabbi Schmoly, who was like Michael Jackson's rabbi or something. He's been around for a while. RFK. He's one of those.
He was a Jehovah's Witness, Michael Jackson.
Well, this guy said he was Michael Jackson's rabbi. I didn't know who he was until he was in this debate.
You talking about Michael Jackson from Wild Lake? Go ahead.
But basically, this is just a quick.
That's my man, Mike Jackson Sr. That's my homeboy.
This is just a 1.5-minute clip. This clip is how she got her whole other situation canceled, was the things that she said in this clip. So let's just check it out.
I do believe that a radical fringe has taken hold of Israel. And further evidence of that, by the way, is that we are not even allowed to critique Israel without having people like Rabbi Schmoly bullying people because people are taking a stance against this act against humanity. What they're doing is inhumane. And so what they're doing is they're saying this person should get fired, this person should lose their job, simply because I don't support what Israel is doing. And if that is what I have to pay, if ultimately what happens, I get my visa banned because Zionism has a lot of money in media, then so be it. It's less of a price than the children in Gaza are paying right now.
Why are so many people inside Israel taking to the streets to demand that Netanyahu stop this war?
No, they never said he should stop the war. They said there should be a ceasefire to release the hostages because Israel is a cult. That's why Israel got into this mess for October 7th. But you just made a blood libel against the Jewish state.
This tactic of when anybody brings up anything that Israel is doing is wrong, you get to just scream blood libel and anti-Semitism. This is such a nasty and perverted tactic,
what is your source?
Which essentially says, I don't have to debate anymore because I get to just call everybody a person who's accusing me of blood libels. Okay, truly, what is happening right now is that the blood of Palestinians is being shed. Okay, that is not a libel against the Jews. That is a fact and a reality against Bibi Netanyahu and this government, which has gone extreme in their response to October 7th. So stop this tactic.
So nonetheless, you guys get my point. So she got in trouble over having that debate with Rabbi Schmoles, and Rabbi Schmoles and them waited till she dropped the Kanye video. She broke it into 3 parts. They gave her 3 strikes in less than 1 minute and demonetized her page. And anybody who's on YouTube knows 3 strikes is what you get. Normally, it'll take you 3 videos to do that. But they took the same video, the main and 2 chops, and boom, boom, boomed it.
Can you start a new one? Like you know how Trump be starting new businesses? Can you just start a new page?
You can, but to a degree, they know who you are. They can figure out who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Put the brake on it.
Yeah, they'll put the kibosh on it. And if you get canceled from everything, it's like, yeah, you can probably have an alias page that you build somehow. I'm sure you can do that.
Bet you I know who won't hire her.
Who?
Black Entertainment Television.
Well, she's going over to Rumble now. What's Rumble about? Have you guys ever been on Rumble?
Yeah, Sneeko went over there. A whole lot of people went over there.
Is that like where creators go to die? There. Oh, Fresh and Fit over there too?
Yeah.
So that's actually money over there.
You can say that.
He said, well.
You can say that. But the thing is like, look, I do understand, like, you're saying that it's two-faced, that, nobody cared when she was saying stuff about black people. Once she starts saying stuff about the Jews, she's starting to get canceled. But here's the thing. This would have happened a long time ago with black people if she was working for black people or black people had as much of an economic powerhouse and focused. She would have been canceled. She would have been shut down a long time ago. Well, that's not that we just don't have those gears, those levers to pull. We don't have those as a black folk. We got a couple of spaces that we got, that we haven't sold away. But yeah, This would have happened. But she literally bit the hand that fed her.
Man, she gonna be all right.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna say it. I just wish you would give her another chance and like listen to her more recent content.
Hollywood is run by mostly by the Jewish community.
But that's all that they were saying. If you go into a place,
one thing that you are never going to do, and that's think you're going to get away with making a certain group of people feel bad about something.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what. The reason why her channel was banned or demonetized was because of hate speech about a protected class, right? Are black people not a protected class?
No. Even in the Constitution, it says we're not. We're what, 3/5 of a man?
When you look up a protected class, it has race in that statement. So black people were a protected class too. And nobody was canceling her for saying these negative things that we all know she was saying.
Of course.
So
I know
that was the point of her response in that tweet. And I just,
correct.
You kind of were like, come get your girl. But I'm like, yo, my girl's trying, man. So give her a little bit of credit.
But it's a little more than that. It's the fact that
give her a little credit.
It's the fact that she did it.
So willingly. What? You listen to niggas that do it. We rock with niggas. I'm talking about rap artists. And,
you don't
and all
think
types
for
of
one second that this was a setup?
That what was a setup?
Listen to what you're saying now. And think about it like this. Like, let's say you wanted to get the Purge of the BS canceled, right? Mm-hmm. But you just wanted to go around a certain way to do it. Put a Klansman on here. You know how many curse words would be flying back and forth? Just shut it down immediately. They put her on with a rabbi, and you know what Hollywood is, who runs the show. It didn't matter what she said, she was getting canceled. If she didn't agree with what he was talking, she walked right into that. I'd have been like, nope. Like, look at what happened with Nick Cannon. He's talking to black folks, and he's talking about the original Israelites. That's all he was talking about. Him everywhere. And then they shut his YouTube down or something.
I'm gonna say it. The very specific terminology that YouTube used
was "I gotta go."
That was good, but that wasn't quite it. Because I
think it was clause 3, subsection 14, and it said, "How that leg take?"
Yeah, how that leg take? How that leg takes?
No, just one more piece of icing on the cake over here. Okay.
Okay.
Is it vanilla?
No, but just so you know, YouTube has sent me stuff before. They're never very detailed about it. This is what she got. I want you to look at the very last sentence here. The video in question contains claims that Jewish people control the media. That was what she was canceled for. That's the specific, they use the term specifically to say this
we
is
gonna get hit tonight.
We might, but we never said that. We're reading a tweet. I never said that.
No, but I said most of them in charge of the media. We might cut
but that doesn't, we're not cutting none of it out.
No, Hollywood. I said Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood. But the point I'm trying to make is they were specific about why.
Who signed this document?
This is
somebody named Ishkabibble.
This is whomever runs the content.
We don't control the media. No, we don't.
Don't do that. You're going to get us in trouble now. Now you're going to get us in trouble.
I told you I got to go a minute ago, damn it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I do have to go. Yeah, you gotta go. I do have to go. So thank you guys for allowing me to talk that out with you. Anybody who has not done so, make sure you like, subscribe, drop us a comment, tell us how you feel. We'll talk about it later. All right, gentlemen, y'all got anything else?
Yeah, pray for Candace Owens.